In Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Now Spears to begin the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Levis now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Titans! Chigakonkwo with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that there was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Out of the gun to give to Spears. Fights him off. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. Pass incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now that's a 3rd down play. A little razzle-dazzle nearly gets them into the end zone, although they do come up a bit short. Now what do you do on 4th down?
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that'll make the score 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help him dig out of this hole.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Hold on a second, was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? They're the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Titans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Jaguar defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Levis on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. And Levis going back to the air. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Wiley. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Silver. 11.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. This one left side caught by Gibson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until...
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Titans first down.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Foya Sade and Lewican. Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Levis to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence will throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Gibson. this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Levis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a second and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Let's go. We're good.
They'll run with Gibson. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Being chased out left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Red on red. Saints right. Easy.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, kill. Check. Here we go.
Once more, Gibson. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by McManus is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Easy, route.
Jacksonville, first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 26 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. It's Gibson, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Levis back to throw.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. And here's a give to Spears. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Levis. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a run by Spears.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
Right back to Spears.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Spears.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down, try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Meanwhile, Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Second down, here's Levis.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence.
This is Kirk. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. Back to throw, it's Levis.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Flipped off by Cameron Curl.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Man open, here is Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Lawrence.
That's caught at the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Take right open. Silver.
Gibson will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Levis to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A check down here for Henry. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, Gibson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Azeez Al-Shaair, former 49er, in on the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
32-yard line.
2nd and 9. Gibson again. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but he's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Moore, 83 yards. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the The toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go.
Another run on second down. Try to cover up.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense